show, you may be wondering, how the heck do people create frames like that when they go live? And how do they make them so that like their faces actually show in the middle? Right? And watch this, with BeLive, I can even turn it off and on. So today I'm going to be walking you through a little tutorial on how to create your own custom frame so that it represents your brand. It brings more information to your audience, to your viewers, that you don't actually have to communicate at the same time. There's all different kinds of ways that you can do your custom frames. They can even have information about how they can subscribe to your channel, how they can actually cheer or throw bits at your face, different things that they can do. And it's going to be super cool. So this is going to be a slightly different show for our Monetize Your Live show here over on BeLive TV's Twitch show. It's going to be more of a behind the scenes, walking you through the steps so that you can create this yourself. My name is Mahoney. I love to be here with you on Friday mornings at 9 a.m. That is our new time for 2019, and I'm loving it. It means that we kick off the week with like a big old bang. So if you're watching this, excuse me, if you're watching this, I was going to say, these earrings that I put on this morning are like the biggest earrings I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know how long they'd last. If you're watching this in the replay, or whether you're watching us live, keep it going in the chat so that we can answer your questions. Holy smokes. Okay, there's a little thing so I can like put it on there. I think we're good now. Perfect. Okay, and in the spirit of walking you behind the scenes, I thought I would get started by showing you how to bring more live engagement to your videos here on Twitch. So there's two things that I'm going to do live right now, sharing my desktop so that you can see how to grow your community as well. So I'm going to share my desktop. Let's, I'm not going to share desktop. I'm at BeLive TV. Share either your entire screen window or a Chrome tab. And I'm actually going to share, let's do this. Watch. I'm going to pull my BeLive broadcast out of that Chrome window. I pulled the tab into another one, and then I'm actually going to just choose an application window. What this does is it allows me to keep an eye on the comments. So now, I had my, actually we'll do another little kind of tutorial here. So I was actually, right before I went live, I was making it at BeLive group for my Messenger Bot Academy that I have, because my team member Kelly is going live over there. And it wasn't starting. Let's see if she's going to be live in like 5 minutes. Let's see if her pre-scheduled. There she is. So Kelly's going to be teaching inside our course over there. And we hadn't added BeLive into that group. It needed to be did that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to many tool that we love over at BeLive TV. And like I said earlier, I'm sharing the specific application window. And then that way I can, if I have two screens, I can have the ManyChat screen on one side, and then I can have the ManyChat screen on one side, and then I can have the BeLive screen on the other, so that I can still see your comments that are coming in, which is super cool. Another thing that I'm going to do actually while we're here, yeah, Mimi, it's so good to see the Mall Stars here. I love it. I love it. You're amazing. Did it actually say Overwatch as the game? Cool. I'm going to go in and change that because I had set it on something else. So it should not have said Overwatch. I'm going to go change it. Let me actually pull that up. This is a training on how to create frames. So let me do that. I'm going to push this down for just a sec. And thanks for letting us know. It should have had the just chatting game on there. But you're welcome to hang out with us if you want to. I'm going to head over to Twitch so that is changed. Thank you. And pulling that up. So those of you who are new to Twitch, there's different games that, yeah, it says that we're streaming in the talk shows and podcasts. So it doesn't actually say, as far as I can see, it doesn't say that it's streaming over. There was a different notification on there. I'm going to head into our video producer over on Twitch, and I'm going to grab the video that we're doing right now and make sure that it's saying what we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to go over to our channel, and I'm going to pull up the live video that we're doing, not the video producer, and I'm going to check to make sure that it's saying the right game. Yeah, so look at this. That's so crazy that you got that notification. I'm going to screen share, actually. So this, for those of you that are new to Twitch, I love to be able to show you how we actually are setting things up here on Twitch. We're going live on Twitch with BeLive. And, oh, shoot. this is why. Thank you, yo. The notification said that it was Overwatch. Dang nabbit. Thank you. Okay, so this should, now I don't know if it's going to say, it said another notification, but we got to make sure that that doesn't happen. So let's just change it for now and see what happens. Learn how to create a custom frame for your video, for your live streams. Let's do that. Okay, and then the categories, talk shows and podcasts. Yeah, so we'll update that, see if that'll change anything. I don't know if it actually will. The notification might have gone out already. Thanks for popping in and letting us know, though. And so what I'm also going to do is I'm going to pull up, just for those of you that have been on our shows before, because sometimes crazy things happen here. So let's do this. I'm going to bring this back into here, and then I'm actually going to pull up another screen over here. I'm going to pull up, that's what I'll do. I'm going to pull up our Twitch channel while we're live so that I can kind of keep an eye on what's happening over on Twitch as well. Okay, so we're going to go to ManyChat though, and we're going to send out a broadcast to our Messenger bot subscribers. So I like to keep a community. We want to make sure when you're building a community, when you're doing live streams, that you're actually allowing people the opportunity to get on a notification list or a like an email list, a Messenger bot list, something like that, so that you can actually tell them what's happening, right? So I have a Messenger bot list. BeLive has a Messenger bot list. I like to use the word community, not list, so that it's really like we're really connecting with human beings, not just like adding everyone to a list. And let's change this so it's like this. Perfect. So we are going to send out a message right now to the community over on my name is Molly Mahoney, my personal Messenger bot list. So I'm going to send a new broadcast, and I'm going to quickly, I already did this via BeLive's channel. I'm going to do it, via BeLive's ManyChat account. I'm going to do it via my ManyChat account. I also already did it from my email, but what would be really cool, I could have done this before, but I think it's fun to walk through with you before we get into our frames. What could be really cool is if you pre-schedule an email to go out or a bot to go out, so it goes out right on time, right when you're live, as a second little reminder. Especially because here on Twitch, you can't actually send a link to the specific video. You're sending a link to the channel in general. And on Facebook, it's cool because you can send a link to the actual specific video, but you can't do that here on Twitch. So we want to really like try and keep it in real time. So I'm going to say, hey, Molly is teaching sorry. Let's do this over on Twitch, sharing how to create a frame. Let's say custom, a custom for your Facebook Lives or for your live stream. So it's not just for Facebook. This works for Twitch too. This actually works for YouTube, which I'll show you a way that I do that. We started this new system with YouTube, and you can create a frame that you can use for YouTube as well using BeLive, which is super cool, even though we don't actually go live on YouTube just yet. But it's a cool thing that you can do for your live videos. I'm going to say, click frame below to join her now. A replay will be available there later too. Okay, so I'm going to make this like super simple, right? I'm just going to hit frame, and then I'm going to put the website in here. Oftentimes I'll put a whole nother message and stuff, but for right now, I'm just going to make it really simple. Twitch.tv/BeLive official, which is our link that'll take them straight to our channel, which will show them this video. And then I do like to always give people a chance to say no. No, thanks. And then I'm going to send a message here, and this message is going to say, okay, if you want to unsubscribe, just reply with the word stop. Excuse me, man. This has been lasting like over a month. Okay, then when they reply with the word stop, they will unsubscribe. I'm always like, get out of here if you don't actually want to be here. right? So I want to let people unsubscribe if they don't want to be here. And then I actually have a picture that I'm going to add into here too, which I already have on here, frame. Check that out. And then this is going to go up there. And excuse me. I'm actually going to change this. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and make it smaller so it cuts off the fact that it says comment below, because that was actually a photo from a post that I did on Facebook. So look at that little repurposing of our materials. So I go to my desktop, grab that screenshot, and then I'm going to send this out, and it will go out to 3,000 people or something. So we'll see who ends up joining us. I think it's cool to do this in real time, and then we'll see who ends up joining us from this message. So I'm going to send this out. I'm going to preview it and test it on my phone to see if I actually get to the right place, because sometimes, especially when I'm walking through things with you, I end up, hey, Annette, yes. Okay. So, here we go. I'm going to check this message to make sure that the links work. So Molly is over on Twitch, blah, 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 blah. I click frame and it is opening in Twitch. So that means there's no typo, hopefully, right? Oh, wait a minute. It just took me straight to Twitch. Did I not put the actual link for twitch.tv/BeLive official? That's the right link. What is happening? Let's try it one more time. Okay, clicking it, open in Twitch. Just once, take us to the video. Oh, it did. Okay, so now those of you that are new to Twitch, you end up watching an ad first, right when you first start coming here. So you watch the ad and then you can join. Okay, so we're good to go. I'm going to send go next. And then we actually have a little segmented list here on our bot. And so we segment out those who have said they don't want live video reminders. So it makes our community a little smaller, but then we're not sending people things that they don't actually want. So I'm sending that to about 4,000 people. And then I hit send now, and then we'll see what happens. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so now, Grit and Glamour, good to see you. So actually in Camera Confidence, it's in the tech tutorials, and we've had some people asking about it recently. So I had sent some stuff in there. I have a course called Camera Confidence. We have stuff in there in the tech tutorials, which is called the Backstage Pass. But if you need even more clarification in there, I am super happy to give you feedback on all of it. So if you've started doing this, watch this, stay here and watch this with us. But if you've started doing it and you want feedback and you're in Camera Confidence, post them in there and I will help you. All right. So we have one other thing or a couple other things that are super cool about how to create these frames. So here's what they are. One is, if you comment below with the command BeLive like this, you will be sent a message right away from our Night bot, from our little BeLive bot. It's a different kind of bot. So that was a messenger bot over on Facebook. This is a messenger bot here on Twitch. It's not a messenger bot. It's a bot here on Twitch, and it will send you a message or it'll send you cheapers. It'll put a comment in the chat that lets you get a free trial of BeLive TV, which is so awesome. So if you do that, just test it out. I think it's fun to try the little bots here. Also, if you've never heard, or if you want more information about Twitch or about BeLive in general, we have a super cool group over on Discord. And so if you do the comment below with the command !Discord, you will get information about that too. So fun. Okay. And I have something else that I created just for you. It's not something that's set with a bot. It's just a link that I'm going to share with you. And maybe I can actually add it to the comments. It is, watch this. Yay, for your Taco Tuesday show. We could even make a video for your Taco Tuesday show right here while you're here. I would be happy to do that as our test. If you want to, give me some information. So as we're going through it, I'll totally make you a Taco Tuesday video. Okay, so we want to go to, I have templates for you, which are super awesome. And I want to make sure that I have the link proper. I created a little bit.ly for you, and it is bit.ly / I think it's BeLive frame. I can't remember. Nope. I think there's an S maybe on the end. BeLive frames. Let's see. No, shoot. What are you? I just did it. And so I put 3 different templates together for you so that you can use these templates and then you can edit them and make them your own. Yeah, it's bit.ly/BeLive frame. What happened? Why didn't it work that time? Let's try it. BeLive frame. Maybe I had a spelling error or something. Yeah, that works. Okay. So it's bit.ly/BeLive frame. Let me add this for you so that you can see it. And then, ta-da! Yeah, okay, so I do a live cooking show on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's called Taco Tuesday. Awesome. Do you have let me just go through the tutorial with you as we're doing this, and then you'll be able to give me that information. So when you're creating a frame for your videos, and this is a template that I created, it will actually send you a message from the BeLive TV Facebook Messenger account, and then it'll send you you'll be able to get the template there. Milk, hello. So Malk, I'm looking at the wrong video right now, which is pretty dang funny. Okay. So, I was seeing all these comments that were not actually our comments. I'm going to put this link in the chat here as well, so that BeLive frame, so that you can go grab it if you want to. I think I'm not allowed to share a link. I just got banned from my own channel. That's really funny. So I was signed in as my actual personal account, and I guess it didn't want me to put a link there. So, jeepers creepers. I wonder if I can actually chat while I'm live. That's so funny. Whatevs, I'm spamming. See, don't be a salesy weirdo dropping your own links in somebody else's page. Whatevs, you're just going to have to read the link and go to it later. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We are, first of all, you want to make sure that you're clear about your brand. And so by brand, I don't mean just your colors, although those are helpful as well. I mean that you want to know, like, what type of energy are you bringing to the world? We did an awesome video with a guest, Amber Griffin, over on our Facebook page a couple weeks ago. You can go find it there, about branding if you need more help with that. But really, it's about, like, what values do you represent? What energy do you represent? And how are you sharing that with the world? And who's your community? Who are you looking to attract? So if you have a more fun, outgoing, kind of crazy brand, you may want to have a frame that's a little fun, outgoing, crazy. If you have a more streamlined, sophisticated brand, you may want a frame that's a little more streamlined and sophisticated, right? So we here at BeLive TV, we have brands that are both representing BeLive and the energy of our hosts as well. So when we created this brand, our awesome graphic designer, or not brand, this frame, Kevin, our graphic designer, created this frame. And I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with, like, money flying at people's face. And then I realized, yes, I do. I talk about creating live streams and content and making offers so that people throw credit cards at your face all the time. So I thought it was awesome to own that here in the Monetize Your Live show, and you, like, see the money coming out at you, right? I personally love frames that have a little bit of movement to them. Like Mari Smith's frames can have been so beautiful sometimes, where they're, like, curved a little bit more, and it's like there's movement to the frame, right? You can even, in my I wish I can't change the frame out here once I've already started it, but I often have a frame that has little stars floating in it. So it's like bringing the twinkle of our business to your face. Yeah. So Annette, share with us your brand. Like, tell us a little bit more about your brand. And then once you go from the big brand, you want to get down to the actual show. And also, one other thing with your big brand is you want to make sure that you have your hex codes down. And I can't tell you how important it is to have these things memorized when you're creating graphics, content, visual things that are representing your business. And BeLive makes it so easy because, so for me, I just always go with black, which is a really easy hex code to remember. But I go with black for, like, the lower, these little, see how this is a black thing across the bottom? Yay, Heidi, hooray, hello. I'm glad you found us. Okay. Yes, this is so awesome. So freedom, fun, passion, gypsy soul, cowgirl, style, travel, justice. Awesome. So, and I know your gypsy soul brand, which is so fun, but the freedom, fun, the passion, and the gypsy soul, do you feel how those are words that, like, are palpable? We have this awesome exercise we do in my Camera Confidence course where we identify, like, what era does your brand feel like? What energy do you want people to feel when you're sharing your content? And this is awesome. And grit and glamour. I love it. Do you know your hex codes? Because when we're building out the actual frame, we want to be able to include the proper hex codes there. Okay. So I'm going to pull this up. And I'm going to show you. So I use PicMonkey. I know a lot of people use Canva. A lot of people use, I love to use Relay That actually sometimes too. You just want to make sure that when you are creating this, that you're able to download the image as a PNG. This is super crazy important. And a lot of people don't know this, but especially when they're just getting started, you want to make sure that you can download it as a as a PNG. And the reason that you want to do this is because when you download something as a PNG, you're able to create a transparent background. So someone was telling me the other day that they had created a frame and they uploaded it and then they couldn't see their face at all. It like blocked their whole face. I love with BeLive TV that we're able to test it. They show you once you upload the frame, they show you what it looks like with a person behind it. And yeah, Canva does PNG also. At one point, I know you had to have the paid version of Canva in order to get a PNG. Maybe it was in order to have a transparent background, you had to have the paid version. I have the paid version of PicMonkey. So, Tamar, I love it. She says, this is where I am right now. And I love that we have so many CamFam members here and that there are tutorials on this inside our courses. But sometimes when you have so much to go through, it can be a little crazy. So I thought it would be fun to like redo this out in the open where everybody can see it. Okay, so excuse me. I use PicMonkey, but literally you can do this in anything. You can do it in the Canva, you can do it in Photoshop, you can do it in all kinds of crazy awesome things. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to pull up the templates that I had created for you. And if you want the templates, this is the link for the templates. So you can actually just go there and I am going to pull up the templates here so that you can use them. And I'll show you how to use these templates as well. One other thing that I love about BeLive, and let's actually see if I can screen share what it looks like when you're starting a BeLive broadcast. So I'm going to share my desktop again. And I'm going to share an application window again, which is that tip I shared earlier. So this is actually what the templates will look like when you grab them from that link up there, the one that I tried to share in the comments that I wasn't allowed to. Okay, so this is what you'll see. It's a blog post on my website, and you'll see a tutorial here. This actually is a tutorial that I've done in the past over on Facebook. And then you'll see your templates are right here. So when you click on the templates, you'll get these this Dropbox file, and I have 3 different templates that I created for you. They're pretty dang basic. The main point, though, is that you can use these templates and you can create your own. So I'm just going to show you the different examples that I have here, and then we'll go into how to create it. So this is just like a basic frame. Like I made the colors all funky. When you see the little checkerboard behind the screen, I've had people message me like, this is what it looks like when I download the template. And I'm like, yeah, because it's a transparent background. So this checkerboard, if you ever see this anywhere in a photo, it means that there's a transparent background. So you can't just take a screenshot of this and use it. You have to download it and keep it as a PNG. If you download it as a JPEG, it will change the transparent background into white or black or something else. If you're looking at this on your phone, sometimes it looks like black in the background. And if it looks like black in the background, you won't see this line right here, because all you'll see is a solid black wall. So what I suggest that you do, so let's actually use this one. What you would do is you'd come here, you'd download it. I probably already have it on my computer, but whatever. Okay. You're going to download it. And then you're going to upload it into PicMonkey. Let me show you the other 2 as well before I actually upload. So this is just like super basic. You can put your name on the bottom. You can put the title of the show on your bottom. I suggest that you have your face here. If you have a logo that's really recognizable, that can be cool too. But really now more and more, our faces are our logos. Our faces are our logos. So, on your profile, and this is not always the case on Twitch. On Twitch, sometimes we're more, the link, someone asked for the link again. It was in the little thing on the bottom of the screen. I'll show it to you one more time. On Twitch, I know there's more anonymity, right? People that you don't always use your name and all of that. I am all about like actually branding yourself as your brand, especially if you're doing videos. So I think, I think a photo here that's like you or something that's really representative of your brand is cool. And then sometimes I'll have my little bot girl there because she's a big part of our brand. And then here you can have your name, you can have the name of your show, you can have the title of the actual specific broadcast that you're doing. Anything. You can have a call to action already here. One thing that I love is that with BeLive, we can change out the call to action. So we don't need to have a solid call to action there on the bottom. Okay, that's one example. Here's another example. Maybe this one is just blank. Did I give a blank frame? Perfect. Okay, so I guess I have one that, and this, with this transparent, sometimes what I do is I'll download this, something that's in the right size, and then I'll just make the background transparent. This one is just blank. So you can download this and add whatever you want to it. Then I created this one as well. Just, this is like a huge side of your video, but for people who are doing live sales and they want more information to be given to, look at that little error right there. They want more information to be given to their audience and they don't want to have to say it all the time. You can actually include it here in your frame. All of these frames are created for videos that are landscape. So these sizes are really specific for BeLive and for going live here on Twitch and also over on Facebook. Okay. So then what you do is you want to upload that into PicMonkey. So we're going to create new. I'm actually going to go to my computer and I'm going to pull up that frame that I just downloaded, which was, where did that go? Frame. Now, oh, look, basic frame template. Hello. Now see how you don't see the checkerboard? It looks like it's a white backdrop, but it's not. When I upload it as a PNG, it's going to have this transparent background. Create. Loading your image. Okay. Awesome. Yay. Thank you for your hex codes. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm actually going to create this on the spot right now for the Taco Tuesday show. Oh, shoot, I can't copy those. How weird. I will read them and enter them in here. Okay, so I'm going to create a new frame for the Taco Tuesday show. Now, this way, you don't have to worry about the sizes or anything because I've already formatted this in the right size for you. If you don't want to use these templates and you're just like going to go and do this on your own, let me show you something. When you go to BeLive.tv and you go to create a broadcast, so you're going to hit start broadcasting. Now I'm broadcasting right now on Twitch, but let's say I was going to do pre-schedule a video over on Facebook right now. I click add my branding right here on BeLive. I click add your branding. And then when you click on designed frames, it tells you right here that 1280 by 720 transparent PNG is the optimal format. So let me put that on the screen for you. So if you're creating this on your own, without using a template, or you want to have a graphic designer create it, you can send them this information. So it's a 1280 by 720 transparent PNG. See that little thing right there? Okay. So, and it's awesome. If you forget, you can literally just sign into your BeLive account and click on that. And that's if you're going live on Twitch or on Facebook. We're using the same frames here, right? Okay. And watch this. When you select the frame, it shows you what it looks like here. So if and we actually, I don't know if they have these available on Twitch too, but on Facebook, we have these other little frames that they've created for us that we can use, which is fun if you want to. I even have one, like, check this out. So you can put like full on balloons. I was being really goofy one day, but I've saved all of my old frames in here so that I can come back. So you can see, like, this is my normal frame that I use for my show on Wednesdays. And then I put this transparent picture of Kim Garst and I on the corner, like just to say like, yay, Kim and I are here together. I've played with all different kinds of things. Sometimes I'll create a transparent frame so that you can kind of see through it. Mari Smith does that a lot, and it's like, it's very nice and lovely with her brand. I accidentally uploaded a photo here, which is just going to cover up the whole face, the whole thing. I probably can delete that. Right? Look, we have, okay. So sometimes I get a little crazy. What? Right? You can do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. But just know it's going to be there around your actual video. Okay. And then also just to show you on BeLive, you can add another image, which would be your logo. And that always goes into the top right-hand corner. I usually don't use that feature because I've got this other stuff on my frame and it's a bit too much sometimes. And then you can set the brand colors down here, which is what I was saying earlier. I have my brand colors down here. This is BeLive's brand color, which I have there also. But I use the black because it's just really standard and like powerful. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to go over to PicMonkey. Tamara asks a question, which is a great one. She says, does BeLive have any other frames besides those? So during the holidays, they will oftentimes put out a new frame. Like one time they had a frame during winter that snowed. It was so cool. I did a little song with my friend Ashkan, singing, what are you doing New Year's? Man, what are you doing New Year's Eve? And it had snow the whole time. Like we were in a snow globe. It was so fun. So sometimes they'll do animated frames, which is it's just another way to engage people on your videos. You can't actually add an animated frame, but it's cool that they offer that for us sometimes. They'll have Valentine's Day frames out, I'm sure, as well. So really fun. Okay. Awesome question, Heidi. She says, is BeLive only for the computer or is there a mobile app? There is a mobile app. However, you can't actually go live from the app. You can only go live from the computer and then you can bring guests in via the app. So let me show you how that works. I'm going to bring the screen that I'm watching you on into here. So now this is going to get very meta because I'm going to see myself seeing myself. Whoa, it may not work. It may be too much for us to handle. Can we see it? We've got like too many things happening at once. Hold on. Okay. I turned the frame off. Whoa, we're like, what? I made this kind of crazy. Okay. So we're seeing ourselves. Is it flipping out on your side? It's flipping out on my side. It's like shaking. I don't know what I just did. Okay. Anyway, if you look down here on the bottom of the screen, it says copy link all the way at the bottom. And you would, let me just move this out. You would send, oh shoot. Now you're still watching this. Okay. You would send, are you there? Okay. What happened? I just got a little too kooky. Okay. You would send people that link and then they can join from their phone. So they have to download the BeLive app. One thing that's really cool is you can actually have somebody produce your show and you can be joining from somebody else. They just need to start the actual broadcast via Chrome on their browser, on their computer. So I've even had my 7-year-old watch the video while I like went through a backyard to show people around. And he just sat there like he can't really read very well and he didn't really know what he was doing, but he was there watching the broadcast, like holding down the fort while I was running around and stuff. It's fun. Okay. Let me put this link back on the screen again. So this is the link if you want to go check out these frames. They're super simple that you can use as a template. And I'll show you what we can do now with an example. We're going to create a show for the Taco Tuesday, for Annette's Taco Tuesday show. So Annette, I'm actually going to show you guys how you can totally edit this. So you can, if you want to just clear it out completely, right? This is kind of a cool idea. So if you bring this frame in, you clear it out completely, watch this. And all you would have to do is go over here and then you just, you're going to change the background of the photo. So the background color, if I want, I can just make the whole background transparent. And now I've erased everything and I'm starting from scratch. Okay. But if I want to use, let's do that. And then watch, I can actually bring in the other one on top of this. I can add an image on top of it. So if you start with a transparent background, you can add the frame template on top of this. You could add any frame template on top of this. And then watch. You can like check it, or you can even add a picture of yourself and see what it's going to look like on top of yourself and then delete yourself so that you have the transparent background, right? But I could take this and I could fade it so that I'm like seeing half of my frame and half of your frame that you're creating, right? So let's just like move this off to the side for right now. But you can actually adjust it based on this. So watch, I can now add my own images if I want to add a stripe on the bottom just like that. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. If I can add a basic image, which is a rectangle, and I can literally just copy it straight on top of this template. So I bring this down here, right? And I literally would just like model it after the template that I have. And now you can put your own text. So you can see that it's there, and I can layer on top of this, creating my own. For yours, Annette, I'm actually just going to create it from scratch. So I'm going to delete all this stuff. I have the right size here. And I'm going to show you how to create an actual frame around the edges of your whole entire screen. So let me make sure that this can be turned into a, yeah. Okay. So I'm actually going to take this image here on Canva, or not Canva, on PicMonkey, and I'm going to stretch it out so it's covering the whole entire screen. You're like, wait a minute, Molly, then we can't see anything. Totally. But they have a little frame here. Oh, shoot. Dang, they changed it on PicMonkey. I'm so sorry. It used to be the other way. I just need to click this one. So the one on the bottom is actually, see this right here? It's empty in the middle. What a much better idea, PicMonkey. Oh. Okay, so there, now you can see I have a frame that goes around my screen instantly within 2 seconds. And so all that would be is just a solid black frame around your video to make it look a little more official. Okay, I'm also I should have given you the warning that I am not a graphic designer. So this is me showing you how to do this no matter what your skill level is. Okay. Like, I love playing around with graphics. I know how to use Photoshop. I know how to use Illustrator a little bit, but for me, it's just easy to pop in here and do it like this. Now, you noticed when I stretched this out, the sides are a little thicker than the top and the bottom. So technically you should choose the rectangle because we're actually doing a rectangle, right? Put it there and then stretch it out so that it's covering the whole entire thing. Ta-da! Okay, so we've got that. We want to make sure it goes all the way to the edge so that we don't end up with a little blank spot on the edge, right? So now this is here. So now we're going to take the hex codes, and I'm going to make it a little fancier, but we're going to take the hex codes and that she had given us earlier, and we're going to add them into here. So the hex code are these weird numbers on the bottom right here. You can see them. So B6, D8, E1, B6, DE, 8-1. I'm going to click on this right here, and I'm going to then click on this little dealy bobber, the color that is black, and I can actually add the hex code in right here. So a hex code is usually written with a pound sign before it, and it allows you to really specifically identify the actual color that you're using, because different screens are different. Different printers will print things differently. If you've hired a graphic designer, you want to be really clear about the hex codes that you use, because it's super easy for someone to make things just a little bit lighter or a little bit darker or a little more yellow, and then it doesn't match your actual brand. One of my good friends who majored in like producing, I think, got his master's in producing at Columbia. He was like musical theater production. He was telling me that he knew that Wicked would be a success because the color of the tape on the line outside where you stand to get your to enter the drawing for tickets was exactly the same color green that was on the posters. And he was like, the attention to detail about that match in color let me know that the company was really paying attention to the details. So pretty cool. Okay. Is this a color that you would want to be using? I'm going to do something kind of fun. So I'm actually going to duplicate this. I just right clicked. I'm going to duplicate that layer. I'm going to create another frame just inside of this one that's going to be a different color to like add dimension to it. Excuse me. All right. B2, EC, E1. Are these colors right for you? Just confirm with me. I just want to make sure. Okay, so that one is there now. Now we have this new color inside in the middle, right? We want to make sure it actually matches all the way up to the edge. Okay, and then this is so good. I'm going to come back and watch until I can make all the frames I want. Hooray! Perfect. Okay, so then the next color from there, I'm going to duplicate it again. Like I said, I'm really just having fun. Okay, duplicate layer, and then ooh, frame would be better at the top because they're looking at food at the bottom. That's actually really great to consider also. So one thing that I love about our frame is, check this out. Thank you for that, grit and glamour. check this out. I'm going to go solo mode for a sec. Do you see that the way way I'm set up here? So I'm actually just in the corner of my office right next to my door because this is the only solid wall that I had. The rest of my office has windows everywhere. But there's this light switch here and it drives me bananas that the light switch shows. But watch, my frame covers it up. It's part of the reason that we have this stuff up here on my frame so that it doesn't get in it covers that up, which is so cool. Oh, and yes, this is such a great question. So Kish knows, can you show me how to share my live broadcast? I want to play video commercials during my share my screen on a live broadcast. I read that question wrong. Yes. So the way that we are sharing our screen is with BeLive TV. It's so easy. So if you use BeLive, all you have to do is click the little thing on the bottom of the screen that says share screen. I can show you right now. It might make it a little kooky again, but watch. I'm jumping in to answer that question. Wait. BeLive. My computer does not want me to share this for some reason. I don't know what it is. Watch. It's like super funny. Okay, so when you click down here, you just click share your desktop screen, and then it lets you choose between the different things that you want to share, and then you can bring them up. One thing that's cool is you can hit solo mode, and then it'll just show my face, right? Or you can hit, we're like in seizure mode right now, so be careful. You can hit this screen, the solo mode here, and then you'll only see this screen. And if I wanted to, I can also play the sound from here, which is something new that we've added to BeLive, which is so cool. So if you're bringing up a video that has sound, you can actually have the sound come through your computer as opposed to just being heard on the outside and playing back through the microphone. But that is always on the default, the sound is off. So you want to make sure you turn that on. Okay, so now I'm going to turn solo mode off. You can also adjust the way that it's shown here underneath the bottom. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that because I'm like taxing my computer's brain. Okay, so I'm going to bring us back to PicMonkey, and then I'm going to take this tab from BeLive and take it out of here. Okay, so now you should be seeing my PicMonkey screen again because that's what I left in here. So then I'm going to duplicate this again, or did I already duplicate it again? I think I did. Did I? Yeah. So I duplicated that again, and then I'm going to grab the third hex color, the third hex code from my friend over here. Where did I go? Okay. So now I'm going to grab the other hex code that was shared. Oh my gosh, Kish, such a good point. She said that she didn't see that when she was doing the solo broadcast. You have to actually use, thank you so much for asking that question. You have to actually use the talk show format, which I showed earlier in here when I started to create that broadcast. The talk show format is what gives you all the different options. So even when I'm going solo, I never use the solo option. I always use talk show. I've had some clients who get a little overwhelmed by all of the options in talk show, so they prefer the solo method. But for me, I want to have all the options in case I change my mind, in case I want to bring somebody on as a random guest. One time my son Charlie popped in and he was like, "Mama, I have to go potty." And I did not know my husband was actually home. He actually was. I did not know. It was a really powerful broadcast. We had 250 people watching live, which rarely happens for me. And I was like, I cannot leave this live broadcast to go help. And he was like 3 at the time. I could not leave the live broadcast to go help him, but I saw that my friend Billy was watching and I was like, "Billy Funk, can you take over for me?" So in the middle of the broadcast, I grabbed the link from the bottom. I sent it to Billy. He jumped on and took over so I could take Charlie to the bathroom. So I always use talk show. It's super awesome. Okay. And there was something else I was going to say. Okay, so now I'm going to try and find those hex codes from you. Okay, so then 7AB4A8. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to go in here. Hopefully I memorized that properly. 7AB4A8. Oh, that's so lovely. I love all the like sage, right? Okay, so do you see how this kind of has like the colors are a little bit of a Southwest feel, which is good since she said it was a cowboy, right? You just really want to make sure that you're not getting. One thing that's a little tricky is sometimes you'll have a transparency showing through the background and you're not aware of it until you go live. And then there's like a hole. So one thing that I do sometimes is, and hopefully this will work, I will change the background to make it solid so that I can see if there's any holes. So if it doesn't work, you can always undo it. But yeah, so I don't see, oh, I do. So look over here. See how there's some brown peeking through right there? So we want to make sure, let's just apply that for right now. I want to make sure, so I have to make this a little bit bigger, right? Otherwise I'm going to get a little bit of a bleed over in there. Okay. Ta-da! Now it doesn't look like we're seeing anything crazy. So I'm going to change the background color again, back to transparent. Apply. Hooray. Okay. So now what I think would be super fun for this is, Annette, you can tell me if you think I'm totally crazy, but I'm going to look up taco. So look, taco transparent icon. Now you want to be careful that you actually have the rights to use these things, right? But so look at this. This is like, it could even be in deposit photos. There's transparent taco backgrounds. So if you look, this is Dreams Time, right? So I have a deposit photo account. So I'm actually going to go to deposit photos. Actual link is, like I said, this is a little different than my videos usually because I often, have like bullet pointed blah, blah, blah steps, but I really wanted to show you behind the scenes how to do this. So I have a deposit photo account. If you don't follow AppSumo, you definitely want to do that because I bought 100 photos on here for like super cheap. And I've done it twice now. They had this offer twice. AppSumo is a website that sends out, oh my gosh, my voice. A website that sends out discounts on things often. Come on, we want to log into my account. Okay. What? Shoot. Maybe my account is through a different. Did I just try and create an account instead of log in? Hello. I said I'm not a robot and I want to log into my account. Let's see what happens. Maybe I need to log in using Facebook. I do that sometimes. So I'm going to search for a transparent taco backdrop or taco image. What on earth? I already have a plan. This is not what I want. I don't want a live chat either. Jeepers creepers. Oh my gosh. That is going to drive me bananas. I know I have like 100 photos left in there. Whatever, yo. Okay, so what you would want to, oh, there. Oh my gosh, how ridiculous was that? Did you see what I just did? I just deleted the subscribe thing and I just signed in. That's so tricky and rude. They're trying to get me to buy stuff that I don't actually need. Unless this is the wrong account and I don't actually have anything in here. But let me show you how you would do it. So I'll figure that out later. I'm going to just search taco transparent. I'm going to pull up transparent taco. Okay, so they have, I mean, this is a burrito. They have lots of chips and salsa. Okay, and I don't know if Taco Tuesday, like tacos would actually be good for you, for yours. Okay, these are not turning out very great. But anyway, you can add other like fun little images to it. For right now, I'm going to be taco transparent icon. I'm going to add one that is, okay. Pixabay, I could try all kinds of things. Okay, so, oh, look at your little wings. I love it. I love it. So fun. Okay, so I'm just going to grab one of these tacos that are whatever. And if you can't find one with a transparent background, you can use one that has a white background. I would just put it like in a white circle. So these are, oh, this is deposit photos. Why did that not show up? It looks more like a pita than it does a taco. I'm just going to grab this one for right now. Oh, it is transparent. How cool. Okay. So you want to be really careful and make sure that you actually have the rights to images, right? For the purpose of this, I will buy it later on deposit photos or something. Okay. So I'm going to pull this up. into my my thing. Where did you go? Pick monkey. Okay. So then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to add, and like I said, you can do this in anything. I just happen to use PicMonkey. Okay, so then I'm going to go and I'm going to add image. I'm going to add my own image. Go to my computer, choose the image to add. I'm going to show you something kind of cool with this. Where did I put it? Taco. Where did you go? Taco. Taco. Notice it's a PNG. Okay, now these colors may not perfectly match. So watch, you can actually adjust the colors. So I can make it so that it's more, oh look, that looks better, right? That looks more like it's in the vein of we don't want it to go too crazy, right? Because if you make it too crazy, then it's not going to look like a taco anymore. But that has the softer kind of like cowboy feel, this more gypsy feel. Okay, Annette, if you're like, I don't know what Molly's doing, she's totally crazy. I totally understand. All right, so then I'm actually going to add this taco up here. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, I'm going to add this taco up here. I'm going to turn it a little bit, and then I'm going to, this is like my floating taco up here in the sky. And then I'm going to add another little graphic behind it, like a little box or something behind it. And you can do all different kinds of images. It doesn't have to be, ooh, that was an accident. Shoot. Go away. I did not want to add you. Okay, so let's like do this just for fun. Oh, triangles could be cool, right? Because triangles would like feel like tacos. Okay, and then I'm going to move this to the back. Annette, thank you for letting me play with you. Right, I'm going to put this here. This is like weird, but I usually do boxes, but you can do whatever you want. Right, so like ta-da, and then I'm going to do this color. Watch, I can either put the hex code in or I can grab this little dropper and then I can just pick the color that's there. So let's like do it in this main color right there. Okay, hooray. Okay, and then I can add some text up top that says ready. And I don't know, you want to be clear about your fonts and stuff like that. So these are the two fonts that I use more than anything, but I don't know what your font is. So if you're using something that's too scripty like this, sometimes it's hard to read. So let's just try this for first. To start off with, if you have, I have a training I'm doing in 10 minutes. I got to make sure we're going to wrap up in 5 minutes. We're going to wrap up in a sec. But so I added the text box. Did it show up? Shoot. So you want to add a text box. Oh, okay, there. And then I'm just going to write Taco Tuesday is the name of your show. I need to come back and look at the comments. Okay, so I'm going to take this Taco Tuesday. I'm going to bring it. Oh, shoot. What did I do? Okay, move. I want to move you. I'm going to move Taco Tuesday up here. You could take this color, change the color of the text, use the picker thingamajig. How did that not change? I need to select the text. Select the text. Do this. Do this. Do that. Right now, that may be a little bit too light. It might not actually show up. So you may want to do this in a brown or some other darker color that you have in your brand. And I'm going to move it to something else just for right now without actually knowing. And you can also do this and pick like solid colors. Like it just gives you actual color examples. So let's do that for right now. Okay. I don't know if that's in your brand or not. Yes. So good. Okay, so you have Taco Tuesday, and then you can add underneath it. This text might be too hard to read, but with Gypsy Soul. I don't know if that's what you actually want to say on it, but something that's saying like you or your brand or with your name, right? Your name is a little long, which is awesome, but it might be hard to actually fit on there. You could say just with Annette or something. And then this is Annette that I'm talking to, right? Can you imagine? Maybe it's not, and I'm just pretending, but okay. So I'm going to make that black so it shows up a little bit better because it's so fine, and then maybe change the text on it to something else. So you want to make sure you highlight that, change the text to that. We're kind of playing, right? And then what I would do is I would actually take a picture. It should be at least italicized on the bottom. I want to take a picture. And like I said, I'm not a graphic designer. I'm just showing you that this is like possible for anyone to do. So, right, look at that. And then I would take a photo. Oh, okay. I would take a photo and I would actually add the photo into the main area. So watch, I'm going to go and I'm going to take a picture of myself and see, like, if you take a selfie of yourself in this area or a screenshot of what your videos look like. Let me see if I can find something that's like my big old face, because I usually am really close. You're going to be in the kitchen or something, right? So here, so this is actually me, my old little set that I used to have, which was so fun and cute. And I'm going to add this into the background so that I can check it, move layer to the back. Ooh, it's better if you actually have a photo that's just you on camera, right? But we're going to see what this looks like if we bring it down into the screen. Like, how is this going to look once we're there? And then that's what the frame is actually going to look like, right? When we're on camera. So you want to kind of look at it and see, oh shoot, I grabbed the wrong thing. You want to look at it and see what it's going to look like when you actually use it in your videos. You can also super easily do a test run in a private Facebook group or on Twitch without telling anybody it's happening, right? But yeah, I like to do a test run. How cool is that? Okay, and then you can see that I moved it and now that's showing, which is not good. Okay, that's another way that you can test to see if there's any little holes in it, is by putting a photo behind it and see if anything shines through. So then you can adjust it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, yeah, so for the custom frames, you may need to have the upgraded version of BeLive. Honestly, like, I'm using Facebook Live as such a lead generation tool that the payment for the monthly BeLive membership is like so nominal that for me, there's no way I wouldn't upgrade it, because you have unlimited broadcasting, you can do the frames, you can do screen sharing, you can do everything, add your branding. I think you can add your branding maybe without that. Also, just so you know, you can use custom frames if you use the Facebook Creator app. It's just really, if you're doing on Facebook, on Twitch, you have to use something that's super complicated, like OBS or Streamline, something else that's like really complicated. It's going to make your life so much easier if you upgrade your BeLive. Like, and I'm not saying that because I'm here broadcasting for BeLive. I'm saying that separately as Molly as a human. If you use the Facebook Creator app, it just gets really confusing, and you have to have an iPhone in order to actually do it. You can't, it's like, I have an Android, so I have to borrow my husband's phone. There's lots of limitations to it. And I don't know, it does work that way, but you can't do it from your desktop. So, and you can't pre-schedule. So if you want to do everything and like really have live videos on Twitch and on Facebook that are really setting you up to be able to make money, you got to invest some money in it too. Try the free trial also at first. Okay. And when you're using the free trial, make sure when you use the free trial that you use the talk show version. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. I have a coaching call with my Glam clients, my Go Live and Monetize clients right now. So if you're a member of the Glam fam, we're going to do a content planning session for next month. This is so awesome. Annette, you are going to get the frame because you were here. So I'll send this frame to you. I'll message you on Facebook and get so you have the paid service. Kish, message me on Facebook. I don't know who you are. Kish knows. Do I know you? Do we know each other? And maybe I'm confused. This whole Twitch thing is awesome, but I don't always know I'm speaking to the right people because I can't see your pictures and I don't know your names here on Twitch. So message me and I'll help you figure it out. Okay. This was awesome. Thanks for being here with me. I will see you on Wednesday over on our Facebook page, and I will see you next Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific here on Twitch. Super fun. I'll see you next time. It's my absolute joy to help you to unlock your inner awesome and elevate it with the magic of Facebook Live, the magic of Twitch, the magic of video, so that you can attract a flood of leads who want to throw a credit card